Welcome. What is going on, guys? How's it going? I got another war video, but before I get into that, I got a few things to tell you. Number one, my thumbnail game is so awful. I usually just take a black blank piece of screen and then just write over it. I'm done with that. What I'm going to do now is you're going to be seeing some weird thumbnails. Like, I'm just going into my, what do you call it? My camera roll or my photos, and any screenshot or photo that I took, I'm just going to use one of those that looks interesting. And yeah, I'm just rolling with that. I know it's going to be kind of weird, but you know what? Who cares? I don't care. I'm just going to go with that. Anyway, secondly, my in-game name is going to be changing. I'm in a SSx1 fantasy league, and we're not playing for money. We're playing for the first place winner gets to pick the last place name, new in-game name. So I've been playing fantasy for 15 years. And there's no way I'm going to lose. And guess what? I fucking lost. Yeah. So that's going to be interesting. Don't freak out. I'm going to keep the same YouTube name, but my in-game name will be changing to something probably pretty bad. Yeah. Anyways, on to war. We're playing, we're playing this alliance. I don't even know. But anyways, first node, I'm on pass 7 all the way up. And this first node is magic. And it's not linked with Bane or anything like that. And I remember when Blade first came out and it was in the middle of Mystic Wars and shit like that. And I pulled him, I think, I want to say the first day of the Grandmaster Crystals. And I think I had enough to take him up to rank 4. And at that time, I wasn't in I was in a somewhat competitive alliance, but it wasn't a crazy alliance. And I just remember my alliance mates, when I ranked 4 Blade, I remember my alliance mates, I was just crushing wars, absolutely crushing them with Blade. And all my alliance mates were just dude, what? You're freaking insane, man. You're crazy. Because at that time, Magics and Dorms were ruling Alliance War defense. Anyways, gosh, you remember those days? Those were the freaking days when Blade first came around and just ended Mystic Wars altogether. I loved that. So, yeah, that first fight went very smooth. Second fight up is an Infinity War Iron Man. And I don't show it here, but I do boost. And I use a 150% mutant boost. And God, I don't know why I still do this. This is so crazy. So, the old map, Path 5, Node 29, that the map that everybody, the node everybody that kind of gave everybody trouble. There was always a Killmonger on it. I took that for 3 or 4 seasons with Captain America Infinity War. And every single time I would use 200% science boosts, and for some reason it didn't click with me. And I was using them for months, literally months. And one day I just read the boost and it said it doesn't work for class disadvantage. And I was gutted at the time. I even wrote Kabam a ticket or whatever, and just told him, man, I've spent hundreds of thousands in loyalty getting these boosts for this freaking node that I have nothing to show for. Yeah, it was my own fault, but Kabam ended up reimbursing me with I think it was 10,000 loyalty or something crazy like that. I mean, at least it was something, but it was kind of a slap in the face at the same time. But yeah, you would think I would have learned my lesson, but no, I put 150% mutant boost on for this fight, and I have class disadvantage, so it doesn't do anything. Yeah, so that's, God, I'm just going into fucking story time today, aren't I? Anyways, yeah, this Infinity War Iron Man, the global node is Bulwark. So I gotta, this is on Bubble Shield. He's gonna hit me because he's gonna go unblockable every 10th blocked hit. That's why he's pretty decent on this node, Infinity War Iron Man. He's, because you have to basically, block unless you're intercepting a lot. And, with Havoc, I block a lot. Next node's an unduped rank 5 Annihilus. And I'm so, comfortable now fighting this guy with Cap that it's not even really I don't even really think much about it anymore. I just kind of go with it. And it's funny because Annihilus you know, when you use other champs and stuff like that, he can be such a pain in the ass. And even for Cap, every once in a while, he can be. But once you know the ins and outs of a Nihilus, Captain Infinity War just absolutely destroys him. I don't know why I just got that notification. It's like my phone is like so backed up with recordings that it takes freaking 5 minutes to send me a message saying it stopped recording. But luckily, this whole war has recorded because it hasn't been lately. I don't know what's going on. Like last war, it recorded, I think, like 2 out of my 6 fights. So I talked to some people in my alliance and on YouTube, actually. I talked to a few people on YouTube. And they said when you're doing it, just like when you hit record, you just got to wait till the screen goes into record and then just sit there and wait for a few seconds and then it will record. That's what I did this war, and it recorded every single fight. So that's what I'm going to start doing so I can get more back to, you know, a routine or whatever, doing these videos. And I'm not talking like at all about this war that I'm in right now, but I will say last war I died again. So yeah, the perfect season is just a pipe dream at this point. I have 2 deaths this season in 5 wars, and this war is our 6th war. We are currently 3-2, and we lost our first 2 wars, but if we win this one, that will be 4 in a row, and we just went back to tier 1, so this is a big war for us. We're all, you know, we want to get in that tier 1 because that's when it gets really important to getting into Masters. But losing 2 in a row at the start in tier 2 kind of set us back a long way. So we really got to go on a big run here, and hopefully getting back into tier 1 and the 3 wars under us. We're playing well. We have a bunch of guys that are playing really well right now, and we're doing good. But those first 2 wars just kind of threw us off. Anyways, I go to a mini boss. It's Aegon, and this is it's linked with advanced armor up or some shit like that. Nothing to worry about at all. I just quickly went into chat. I said, talked to my boy Duster. Hey, dude, he was assigned a pass. Said, hey, man, I'm boosted. I'm confident. I'm gonna take this Aegon. He said, yeah, go for it. So I take this guy down pretty easily. The second half of my fights coming up aren't the greatest fights, but I feel like I'm kind of taking, you know, since I died last war, I'm kind of taking fights like much more slow, much more careful, not as aggressive or anything like that. So you'll see that in the next couple fights coming up. All right. So I go on to the next day, and I just have 3 more fights in this war. I got the second half of Path 7. I don't know why. I'm just comfortable with this path altogether. It's a pretty easy path. The only node that's kind of difficult, well, I also take the Aegis Heavy, hidden Aegis Heavy node. That can be somewhat difficult, but the node that's the most difficult for me, I would say, is node 17. And that's with the bubble shield, and it's linked with masochism. And I link the other node, I think it's node 18, with buffet. But we found a way that with void, because you see void on that node a lot, that's linking with the masochism. You see void on that node a lot. And my boy Duster has been taking that fight linked when I have a pretty difficult fight against node 17. So like that Infinity War Iron Man today, you know, I can deal with the bubble shield. Yeah, I might take a hit or 2 from the unblockable. But if it's linked with masochism too, it kind of takes it to a whole nother level because he's going to be getting regen and stuff like that. So anyways, here's where the war gets a little bit different. I scout, and the reason you bring a mutant on Path 7 is because if somebody places Elsa Bloodstone with suicides, there's going to be a problem because she can, I don't know what happens, but you just die really quickly if you don't have a mutant on your team. So I'm always going to have a mutant on my team if I'm taking Path 7. I think that's kind of like you know, the standard right now. Even though I haven't seen Elsa on here in a while, when I did scout this, it was a large list of people it could be, and Elsa was one of them. So obviously I'm going to bring Havoc, and then Emma comes up. And I'm like, oh shit, I don't think I've ever fought Emma on this lane. Maybe on the Aegis Heavy node, but I don't think I've fought her really much. So this fight, you're going to just see me be extremely, extremely cautious. I do throw this special 3, and I don't wait for anything. I just throw it right away because I'm not 100% sure what it's going to do to her, like in diamond form, or I don't know. I just threw it right away just to kind of test out what I'm dealing with her. And it does a bunch of damage, so I'm cool. I'm thinking, okay, I can just get to another special 3 and it's going to be over. And yeah, but this fight takes a lot of hits, man. She can take a hit in that diamond form. And I'm pretty good at dodging her special 1 with the inverted controls now. I think everybody's probably pretty much mastered that by now. But yeah, I'm just playing cautious. This fight really, I know I'm taking a bunch of chip damage, but I'm not really in any danger of dying. I throw a special 2 here thinking I could kill her, but nothing crits on it. And I have to work back to another special 2. But she just keeps going in a diamond form, and I'm just wailing away at her. And that's basically all this fight is, man. It took me, I think, 80 some hits to actually finish her off. But I finally get her down, and yeah, I finally get a crit there, but shit, not on the first couple. All right, on to my last fight of the war. This is an Omega Red, and this node, oh my goodness, I forget what this node even is. Let me see if I even looked at it. Yeah, close encounters, okay. If you're too close to him, you start to regen, but if you're not close to him, you start to degen. So that's kind of weird with Omega because, you know, obviously if you're too close to him for so long, he will degen you. So I've taken this fight a bunch of times in the past, and you always lose health no matter what on this. You're going to lose health. It's just basically you just got to take some, you know, degen, and then, you know, get a little bit of it back with the regen. I do mess up here though, and I somehow take a heavy. I forget. I want to watch this back because I haven't watched it back yet. Yeah, I waited too long, and the guy has high limber, and I waited too long on that heavy. But yeah, completely my fault. You get him with a big special 2. He goes indestructible because it has a node on it. It's not Bobble Shield. I forget what it is, but you know, if it takes over 5% or something like that, you go indestructible. I'm not worried about that. I'm just worried about surviving the rest of this fight. Look at my health right now. I'm at 50%. And when you're not close to him, man, you start freaking ticking away pretty quickly. So I just need to build up to another special 2, and I should be good. And there, I get rid of, or he goes indestructible right there. And then right after this, all I got to do is throw a special 2, and he's going to be done. And I threw a special 3 to end it. So yeah. Anyways, guys, the analysis on today's war was pretty shit. I know. I was just trying to explain some other shit, and I just went into story time. I don't know why, but thanks for watching, guys. We did win. We're now 4-2. And we're looking to push back into Masters, guys. So stay tuned, and I'll be having some more videos coming. Have a great day, guys. Take care.